Sunday's my cat's favorite class of the week. His name is Looney. He just turned 1 year old. You might know him. He's known as Looney the yoga cat. Looney likes to relax. He's very good at it. Keeps him purry and furry and frisky and risky. A lot of people inquire or leave comments about Looney the yoga cat. So if you are watching on YouTube, first of all, welcome. This is the relaxing class of the week, and leave a comment. It really helps. Tell me about the pet that you do yoga with. And also, please like and subscribe. It really helps bring yoga to a world that sorely needs it. The world is sore. The word sore certainly extrapolates to psychological, emotional, physical, and oftentimes a spiritual malady. So here we are in our open-minded attempt, application to heal. Nice deep breath together. We're lying on the back, or you could be sitting in meditation. Maybe your cat is sitting in your lap like mine is. My cat teaches me how to relax quickly, fully, spontaneously. Welcome if you're just getting in. It's early on the Sunday morning peace practice. We're lying on the back. Maybe wiggle your legs out a couple of times, release any residual tension. Swallow once, circle your jaw around. And we'll give ourselves permission, freedom to disengage from the endless roster of duties, obligations, and responsibilities, without which the world would clearly collapse into a heap. Now you can let them go. My cat was wildly frisky 2 minutes ago and now is fallen asleep in my lap. Okay, now perhaps we can direct our breathing down to our belly button, make a meditation out of the rise and fall of our navel stem. A lot of our practice on Sunday is ritual. It's a continuous, ongoing application. Looks like some more friends have gotten into class. It's great to have you. We have a nice turnout today. Got a lot of Zoomers, and we got a lot of YouTubers streaming in now from all over the world. So you are in good company. We're on the back for 4 more minutes, breathing, settling, and you can fall asleep if you want. I'll wake you up. One way to practice being peaceful is to practice being peaceful. There's kind of no other way to do it. Okay, now that we're breathing more deeply and more from our belly, please, let's take about a minute. Just feel what it feels like to be you right now. your nervous system is translating life into a perfectly unique expression. How's that working for you? Or as I like to say, breathe what you feel and feel what you breathe. I believe if humans paused once a day and experienced, digested and assimilated their emotions, we'd be much healthier, livelier, freer, more present. Welcome if you're just getting in. We're on the back, a couple more minutes. Relaxing, breathing, feeling, becoming present. Very good. Now, feeling all you're feeling, take the biggest inhale you can, fill up. Exhale, let it all go, empty out, drain your brain, empty the vessel. Okay, wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate some fresh, conjured up feel good through your body. Then take your arms up to the ceiling, lace your hands, turn your palms upward, extend your arms overheadward, point your toes forward, and writhe around with a smiley smile on your face. Happiness is a choice. If it's not, if happiness is just random deterministic movement of the brain, then wow. But I think it's a choice. Good. Draw your knees in, roll around on your back a little bit. That's called turtling when you roll around on your shell a little bit. Okay, and then the kids will roll up together and we'll light this rocket. Yes, we shall. Anyway, happy Sunday. My name is Greg, and it is December 10th, 2023. Maybe you're watching this live. Maybe you're watching a recording of it. Either way, you're watching it live because you have to be alive to watch this. So it's live wherever you are. It's great to have you on board. Sorry, my cat is making huge racket in the kitchen. He's meowing at the other cat outside. He's knocking stuff over. And here I am trying to teach peacefulness and calm in the midst of that. I wonder if I can do it. One of the cool things about being a yoga teacher is you can teach other people to be calm and serene, peaceful and mellow, and yet be an emotional wreck yourself. Just kidding. Anyway, it's great to have you on board. I see a lot of Zoom friends that I love a lot. And if you're new and you're joining on YouTube, just by far the most important thing of anything is to make sure you like and subscribe. Seek first subscriptions and likes, and then everything else. Just kidding. But thanks for liking and subscribing, YouTubers, because sooner or later the algorithm is going to kick, and there'll be millions of us practicing peace in the world, and the world needs it. So we're going to do some peaceful movement, some restorative yoga. I will begin to talk less, which is good. And we're going to do a lot of shoulders today. So I'm going to start to take my shoulders around because my shoulders, whenever I go through a big migraine thing, and I don't mean to complain. No, wait, actually, no, I don't mean to complain. It's just everybody's got some little thing that they're working with. So when migraine strikes, not your grain, migraine, I get tight shoulders. And then in the days after, I like to move my shoulders around and break up all that congestion. And then migraines turn into inspiration, epiphany, insight, revelation. How about that? Other way. 1, 2, 3. I've got about 6 hours of music on my agenda today, and I'm going to get myself loosened up. I'm going to get in alignment with my source. I'm going to find some inspiration, some energy, some diligence, all the things I need. I hope you find that for yourself as well. 7, 8. Ooh. All right. Yoga inhale up and out behind your back, and let's go up our spinal tap. Poof. Now, if you're new to this, at the top, poof, my sister just texted me and said, or messaged me on Zoom and said 49ers too. Apparently they're playing. Hi, guy. There goes Looney Bin. He's kind of crabby right now. He's not getting attention every single second. By the way, let me know if you think I should get Looney a little sister. I think it would be the right thing to do for him, not for me. Poof. One more poof. Doesn't every sister need a brother to torment them? All right, good job. Well, in this class, I'm a firm believer we're much more vibrational beings than we are physical beings. If you want to shift me into the rainbow and unicorn crazy person category, I'm already there. But anyway, since we're more vibrational, we're going to chant Om. Ready? Inhale. Now, this isn't church per se, but it could be. Hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes, and imagine aligning yourself, putting yourself into proper proximity or orientation to your source, to your God, to your creator. What does proper orientation mean? The right arrangement. Are you on top of the universe? And you might say a prayer of blessing for yourself, seeking the thing most wanted or needed. What is it that you're looking for most right now? It changes, doesn't it? Are you looking for inspiration, guidance, healing, friendship, meaning, purpose? If you seek it, you'll find it. If you ask, you'll receive. Good. Now, warm up your paws, give them a rub. I was listening to a wonderful story by Steve Jobs today when he was alive. I didn't go to the afterlife to talk to him, but from when he was alive, he told a story how when he was 12 years old, he called up Bill Hewlett of Hewlett and Packard. He was 12 years old. Hewlett still had his name in the phone book. And he called him up and said, "Hey, I need parts for a flux capacitor or something." And Bill Hewlett laughed and said, "Sure, come on by," and gave Steve Jobs all the parts he needed, and then hired him as an intern that summer to build flux capacitors. And the moral of the story is, if you don't, Steve Jobs says you got to ask for what you want. And if you don't get it, just keep asking. Turn right, let your hands down, left hand, right knee, right arm behind you, easy opening, twisty. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. Sometimes I think we forget the power of direct, clarified, straightforward, honest asking. Inhale here. Exhale. Good job. Okay, let's switch the cross. Now lace your fingers one finger over the strange feeling way. Stretch thigh, pause. What a great turnout today. It sure is good to see you. You guys give me reason and meaning and purpose. Thank you for helping me do what I do. Turn left, 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 left. Relax right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. This is not the bendiest person in the world class. Those are other classes during the week. This is the be yourself, everybody else is taken class. Close your eyes and squeeze out the old. I call it PPP, painful patterns of perception. Squeeze them out. Every pose is a prayer. One of my favorite spiritual authors says, pray with a feather, pray softly, ask softly. Good, we'll release out of that. When I was younger and watching TV, occasionally I would see Christian evangelists on the TV, and when they were praying, they looked as though they were having a painful abdominal issue when they were praying, and they looked very strained and their faces were turning red, and it seemed like they were shaking. And in my young mind, I thought to myself, I don't want that condition of existence. So, maybe I threw out the baby with the bathwater, but maybe prayer doesn't have to be a deep, internal, terrifying struggle. It could just be a gentle, innocent, childlike asking. One more. Poof. I just never had the hair to be an evangelist. Okay, I'm gonna go back my regular cross. Okie doke. Okay, we do this almost every Sunday, so I really like it. I hope you do too. I'm gonna tilt my coconut to the right. Now, this kind of patient application of a particular position, not only is it good for the neck and the head and the shoulder, but it teaches something deeper, which is taking our time, slowing down, cooling our jets, enjoying the moment. It's the season of giving presents, but it's also the season of receiving presents as well. Drop your chin. Some things take time. Think if we got everything we asked for and wanted, if we just got it instantly without any medium of time involved. We know what that is. That's the spoiled child of the billionaire who gets everything they want, and there's no enjoyment, no appreciation, no context. On the other hand, you don't want to wait forever, so there is a balance. So let's click our head back up. Left finger's back right corner. Tilt control center left. Once it goes left, drop your chin, close your eyes. And one of the most interesting instructions that I give, stop thinking. It's amazing how frequently humans talk about having a problem and just thinking and grinding and pushing against it. And finally, they just give up. And in that moment of giving up, the answer comes. It's as if the thinking itself is almost a firewall that holds it out. Good. We'll click our heads back up. Good job, you guys. I like where this is going. Drop your chin, take your head around. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. We're being odd today. Good. Other way. By the way, the votes are coming in for a little sister for Looney. Laura voted wholeheartedly. She voted early and often. It's like Chicago. She voted 8 times for Girl Cat. 5, 7. Good. Relax your head down for 28 seconds. Close your eyes. Be holy, sacred, and reverent, childlike, innocent, humble, open-minded, willing, curious. Just 1 hour per week, at least, of just listening to our inner world. Maybe we have great wisdom inside of us that's unknown because it's blocked. All right, now we're going to chant an Om, and we are going to try to extend the Om out. It's not a competition. It's just if you can exhale an Om for 7 seconds, we'll try for 7, 17. If you can do it for half a minute, you try 45 seconds. And it's just, there's a reason physiologically that we do it. Okay, whopping big inhale. Feel that. Feel that. Let a warm elixir of peace, relaxation, and neurochemical bliss pour through your body. What the hell is he talking about? For those who have ears, let them hear. Okie doke, pause behind you, buns up. Oof, oh, the front of my body is tight. I had an hour-long lesson with my hip hop dance teacher. I was beaten into submission yesterday, and come on down. But I did learn a new 20-minute routine, and I'll be performing it for you in the next year. I think you'll like it. Switch the cross of your legs. All right. High knees to heaven. Hippies to the stratosphere. Stratus rear. Lift up. And what goes up typically comes down unless you go into orbit. All right. Okie dokie. You know we're going to do these hands, so if you're older than, say, I don't know, 40, maybe you you're going to be subject to the onslaught of isms and itises, rheumatism and arthritis, but not if you do this. You need not be concerned with that. Just because it's normal doesn't mean it's natural. Lean in. There's a big difference between normal and natural. Dewdrop your chin. It's the dewdrop in for your chin. Make ujjayi breathing, soft, whispery, aspirant sound. We might think that God, love, source, whatever the higher power of this universe is, that you probably believe in if you're in my class. If you don't, you're, you're just not here. So I'm not speaking to the people who aren't in class. I'm speaking to the people that are, but most of us understand that our source doesn't do things to us. It works in and through us. It doesn't do things to us or for us. It does it in and through us. We're ambassadors, we're extensions, we're emissaries, we're channels. I generally gear my dialogue toward the people that are in class. Okay, come out. Ah, they're stuck, you guys. The whole day is going to be this. Okay, Laura Ham pose. This is called chickens, poultry in motion. Touch your elbows together, drop your chin, squeeze your chest, bring them elbows. And I want you to kind of huddle like an egg, be an agnostic. I'm an agnostic, frequently scrambled, but almost everybody says sunny side up. I think last week I pretty much predicted the 49ers score. I almost nailed it exactly on the nose. Not many people predicted the 49ers walloping the Philadelphia Sparrows, but they did. My sister texted early during the game. She was very worried and frantic, but then it all worked out. Okay, kids, come out of that. Ugh, I love yoga. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5. Such a beautiful movement. 7, 8. Shake them out. I love weekends. I stay up to ridiculous hours playing my instruments because I don't get up at 6 o'clock for my weekday meditation class. So I was up till about 3:30 last night. Just couldn't stop. Couldn't stop. Just having too much fun. Hello, how are you? I'll pay for it tomorrow. But today person doesn't care about the cost of tomorrow person. Faster, faster, alabaster. Cup your hands at your heart and feel the inflow of, yogis call it Sat Chit Ananda. I would define it as ever present, ever aware, love, peace, bliss, joy, ecstasy. Love, peace, bliss, joy, ecstasy. Yogis say it's the ground of being. Just letting it in. Just letting it in. Okie dokie, yoga fists. In case we see Brand X Yoga Studio out on the street today, we're going to make them leave. Good, pause here, fists here, feet here. Up you go. You can do it. You can do it. You're a conduit of energy and light. You can do it. Good. And come on down, kids. And now, earlier in the class, I spoke of rightly orienting ourselves to source. So we're going to we're going to reorient ourselves on our back. But of course, we're going to have a neck blanket. This pose says it all. There's no word in the English language for what this pose says, but it's a hieroglyph. I call it happy baby. I've heard it called other things. I'm going to stick with happy baby. I like it because my neck is supported, my booty buns release, my tail feathers relax, I drop my shoulders, and I stretch deep parts of myself that otherwise are a complete mystery. For some people, their body is like a distant cousin that lives in Cleveland. You're vaguely know of them, but you're not in any way related. And you just make the connection. I think of Congress, I think of the House of Representatives, started every session. Both sides of the aisle, everybody got into this pose. There'd just be a lot more harmony. You might feel your groins. You might. Good. Now, side to side, kneecap to kneecap. Woo. Maybe we're not 10 years old anymore, but we're better. Who the hell wants to be 10 years old again? I love junior high school. I don't know most people I know, it was kind of like hell. Side to side, knee to knee. We need each other. Good. Now pause in the middle, lift up your head, look around, see life from a different view. Head down and Linda Benatar pose. If you're watching on YouTube and I mention names, it's my long-standing Zoom friends, and some of them are identified by their favorite poses. Legs up is a good one. Legs are good because they're up, and legs are usually on the bottom, typically, and this reorients ourselves. About another half a minute, you can do it. If you can't lay on your back with your legs up for like a minute and a half, then you could. Just have to try. There's a lot of things we could do if we simply applied ourselves. We could all learn Bolivian, the Bolivian language. It's probably Spanish, but it's a desperate attempt at an example. All right, let's lift up our head, grab our right knee, bring our left leg down, take your right knee around in a circle. Remember, this is a self-care, take it easy movement kind of joint juice yin restorative class. It's kind of one of those. So if you tuned in to do like a strong vinyasa sequence, then just do this instead. It's better for you. Take your knee the other way. Good. Hold on tight. Maybe you bring your right elbow up over the top. Rest your head down. Just wait for it. less thinking, more feeling, less concept, more love. Oh, yeah, love. Oh, yeah, that's why we're here. Good. Now, left knee in, extend righty out. And let's open up our acetabulum, our hip joint, by taking our knee around in a swirl. Other way. All right, lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. Left elbow around your left knee. If you can, if you can't, then don't, but otherwise do. Rest your head down. Kind of push out gently through your right heel. Hold on. Hold on for one more day. Wilson Phillips, 1990. You guys remember the 90s? What a decade that was. I don't. I was in a coma during the 90s, but I remember some things. Wilson Phillips, for example. Okay, my friends, let's bring both knees in and let's sit up together, shall we? I like where this is going. Okay, now where's that aforementioned opening and release of our shoulder girdles? Because I hate wearing shoulder girdles. So we'll do some shoulder stuff, shall we? So let's start. Vamos a la gatos y los vacas, por favor. And if you don't speak Bolivian, that's ups and downs with your spine. Catting and cowing. Now, mooing and meowing is optional. I'll leave that up to you. Do about 8 more, okay? Enjoy them if you want. Choose to be happy. I know a lot of people that could use this movement, man, if they just did this a couple times. Now, speaking of cat, loony in the morning pose. Now, for this one, your booty buns stay high. Now, if you're way more flexible than me, your rib cage comes all the way down and you slide your chin out because you have a deep curve of your spine. And if you're just kind of a normal, regular, stiff kind of human, you just extend your arms out. If you're really a stiff person, if you're tight as a boiled owl, you just kind of stay on your elbows till your tissue breaks open, loosens up. But we're going to do cat stretch for 42 more seconds. 42 is a significant number. If you don't like it, just try it for a while. I didn't like Brussels sprouts for a long, long time, and now I would drive to get Brussels sprouts, deep fried, breaded. Sinks in, doesn't it? Then your mind starts to complain. When are we going to do something else? Hungry. Better go shopping today. Christmas list. Okay. Okay, we're done being cats for now. 2 cats. I'm sorry, we're not. Couple more cats and cows. Name one city in Bolivia. Leave a comment. La Paz. Now, right arm out to the side. Bring your right ear, right shoulder down. Right ear, right shoulder. Now, if you're tight, this feels like it's going to break your head off. Maybe keep your left hand on the floor to moderate the sensation. And if your neck, face, and shoulders can take it, left arm up, take your left arm around behind your back. And again, we're just going to let the shape of the pose do it. Once you get in the pose you don't do the pose does you, so to speak. If you're kind of new to this one, this feels like a wheelbarrow. It feels like your face is being smashed down into the floor and your older sibling has grabbed your feet and is pushing you through the yard, through the rocks and stuff. So hopefully you're not in that phase of this pose, but if you are, just keep suffering. It'll turn into joy. Have you ever noticed that? How suffering, if we suffer productively, it turns into joy. If we suffer unproductively, it turns into more suffering. Bummer. Productive Suffering, it's my new book. It's on Amazon. It's trending. Pick it up today. Productive Suffering. No, I don't want to suffer. I just want to feel good all the time. Oh boy, my shoulder blades, they're loosening up. Okay, that felt good. Maybe. Now left arm up. Oh, bring left paw down. Push out of this predicament. A good deal of yoga teaches you how to get out of predicaments. Left arm out. This is called threading the needle. Makes sense, doesn't it? Left ear, left shoulder. This side's so tight, it's crazy. Now, if you want, right arm up and tuck it around behind the back. And feel it. A lot of weight being thrown down into our shoulders. You get a neck stretch. Now remember, if you're new to this one and you're not happy, if your right hand is on the floor, it'll take some of the weight out of your top part. So you could do that. Otherwise, you open up your right shoulder by taking your right arm up around behind your back and tucking your right hand inside your left thigh. Then, like any good recipe, you just preheat in about 8 minutes at 375 degrees. All right, take your right arm out of that, bring it down, come on out of that. Oof. Okay, I want to talk to you about the next pose, okay? Now, in a moment, we're going to lay on our bellies and we're going to bring our arms underneath us like this. Now, when we lay on our belly, if we have our palms turned toward our body, our thumbs in, that's internal rotation. It's not very much of a stretch. If you lay on your chest and you take your arms like the elbows touching together pose, not my favorite. But if our palms are up, externally rotated, thumbs to the outside, and you lay on your hands, it has this unique and remarkable ability to just kind of tear your shoulder, to open your shoulders, okay? So lay on your belly. We'll talk about it, okay? Let's talk. Let's be Joan Rivers. Can we just talk? Lay on your right ear. Now, just dig your hands underneath you like you would intuitively. Now, probably your palms are up and your thumbs would touch, right? But instead, turn your arms the other way. So it's palms on the floor. Now dig your hands underneath you. Now you know what I'm talking about. It's probably one of my least favorite poses because I can't touch my elbows together. So a little goes a long way. Rest on your right ear. If it's completely intolerable, just turn your palms upward rather than downward. If you like it, dig your hands in deeper underneath you. Sometimes the feel-good part of my poses are after you're done. Okay? Try to trust me a little bit. Now shift over to your other ear and relax that part of your neck. And remember, of course, you can come out of a pose if it's not happening for you, but at least try it. Okay, now take your arms out of that horrible position. Bring your hands in by the side of your chest. Bend your knees so your feet come up. And here we are in knee plank. Now we're going to send our hips back. We're going to touch our nose on the floor and scrape it and lift up and lean back and touch our head to our toes. Ha! You're thinking that didn't happen. Send your buns back, bring your nose down to the floor, scrape it, lift up, and touch your head to your feet. This will be the most miserable pose today, so enjoy it. Go all the way back, touch your nose to the floor, scrape your nose, and touch your head to your feet. Good. All right. Dues paid. Now, the kids are going to go into the Om stretch together. Admit it, that was a rather shocking sequence and you're somewhat disoriented and stunned. But the truth is, if you're going to rightly reorient yourself in this universe so you fit into the scheme of things, a reorientation often involves a disorientation. So extend your left leg out. You're thinking with your thoughtful emoji, you know, he's right. Right ankle over your left knee. Pleased to be folding your left shin under. Famous pose called Yogasana. All right. Take your opposable thumbs, please. Middle, center, bottom of your feet. And massage into your feety pies. I wonder if I had my picture pinned on the screen, I don't have any idea what's going on. Now, 3 years ago, I'd never heard of Zoom, and for 3 years, I've earned my living. So that was trial by fire to learn that. Okay, hold steady pressure. Close your eyes. By the way, I do teach in public. Say you're calling in from Poland or Bolivia. You can come to my class in Pleasant Hill, California on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. We have hella fun in that class. It is so much fun. For me, I don't know about the students, but I have the best time ever. Laura says she has a good time too. Okie doke. All right. Can I have a hug, please? Can I have a hug? How wide's your wingspan? My body is 75 inches this way, so I'm 75 inches this way, so that's pretty cool. Good. Now, right arm under. Who designed that? I think Michelangelo did. Fold your arms up. What's that picture of that guy in the circle? Was that Leonardo da Vinci or was that Michelangelo? My sister Kate knows. She'll let me know. Ups and downs with your elbows. The perfect proportional man. Here comes the answer from my sister Kate. Ups and downs. Circles. Circles. Other way. A lot of chatting today. Good. Now turn your face and your chest all the way to the right. Turn your face all the way to the left. Tilt your head to the left. And you're going to really relate to this next instruction. Be beautiful. Now, I don't mean to brag or anything, but my yoga students are by far the most beautiful. And it's just because they've connected to God love source and they're refreshed by continuing refreshment rate of health and love and light, true beauty. People who are aligned with source express natural beauty. Good, my friends, and then we'll slide elbows out to elbows. Side to side. I don't know how many blocks you need for this next one. You do. For me, I put 2 blocks here and I rest my forehead down. I rest my case. Maybe that's a little higher. This is called making a pedestal. This is called putting yourself on a pedestal for your pedestal. So I like about there. If I get the height just right, what I find is when I balance my head and my butt, I feel weightless. I feel like I leave my body. And I've always liked that feeling of transcending. So do find the right balance between head and hiney. And if you do that, then you're going to feel less and less weight in your body. And then perhaps we'll even transcend our body and go to that place we were before we showed up here and the place we go after we leave. Be still and know. Come up, my beauties. Good job. Just 1 hour a week, 168th of your week. Seems like our higher power deserves that much attention, doesn't it? All right. Let's chant an Om. It seems a perfect time. I love vibrating with my friends, so I'm gonna come up my back. Big inhale. Oh, part the Red Sea. Close your eyes. You go deep into you, and I go deep into me, and we come to the same place together. We all know that's true conceptually. It sure would be nice to experience it. Humans go crazy in congregation. They only get better one by one. Good. All right. Thence we shall extend right leg out. By the way, this is the sequence for the restless, irritable, and discontented mind. Maybe you don't suffer from any of that, but if you ever are prone to being restless, irritable, and discontent, that feeling on the inside that nothing hits the spot, in my spiritual program, we call it the God size hole. And if you have some of that, this is the pose to fill up that hole. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of give my feet a little love. They're kind of cold and dry and stuff. And I'd like to have other people rub my feet for me, but sometimes you just take matters into your own hands. Massage middle, center, bottom of your feety, sweetie pies. Dig in kind of deep. This is heart, lung center. So maybe you're really pissed off at somebody, you're sore, you're burnt up. Somebody or something or some institution or some group of people have you pissed off. So resentment is the poison we drink in our effort to injure somebody else. So keep that in mind. Hold steady pressure, close your eyes, make a triangle out of your two thumbs and your third eye, a beautiful triangle, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. If I just get mad at that person, sooner or later that will fix everything. Fortunately, I'm not guilty of that. I was born without any capacity for anger or resentment or bitterness. Good. All right. So we treated that. Now, hug me, please. Stretch out like Mrs. Incredible. Wasn't she the one whose arms would go way, way out? Pull back careful though. Left arm under, whoosh. Folds them up, wish. And we're going to go up and down, left and right. Grease them up. Sometimes it seems hopeless, doesn't it? Sometimes it just seems hopeless, but with faith and persistence. Now, chest, elbows to the left, face two. How much can you twist your whole upper body to the left? Having done that, counter pose your face to the right, tilt your head to the right, chest to the left, drop your chin. Now, this is where we all say together, we are calm, peaceful souls. Now, even if you didn't speak English, say you were tuning in from a part of the world that didn't speak English, if you just heard, I am a calm and peaceful soul, you know what we were talking about. In the same way that if you heard a concerto by Bach, you would know exactly what it means. Good, my lovelies. Now slide hands to elbows, bring them up. And the incredibly important capacity to reframe in life, to look at a situation, take it out of its current context and put it into a new one. I'm going to lean in a little more to this side of my cat over here. Oh, it's just pretty tight. It's not easy to wear a body for 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years. And so yoga makes it feel better. Take this over here. Of course, when we're younger, when we're 20, it's like it always feels good. You can do anything to it. You can damage it and beat on it with a ball peen hammer. And usually within a day, it feels good. So you go do it again. But, as you get a little older, it's like treat the thing with some care and compassion, shall we? I mean, seriously. Good. Bring your arms up. That reminds me of a story as we're stacking up our blocks. Maybe you've heard of Mickey Mantle, the famous Yankee baseball player, one of the greatest of all times. He came from a family of pathetic, hopeless alcoholics, even though he was incredibly physically talented. Later on in his life, in his 50s, he said, if I'd have known I was going to live to be 50, I would have taken care of myself. But all the men in my family died in their 50s. So there. Now, rest your forehead on your block. Be a blockhead, Charlie Brown. Roll your forehead out. I sure hope Laura's son's theater troupe puts on Charlie Brown again, because I would go see it every night, tears streaming down my face. Roll your forehead out. Be unusually happy for no apparent reason. Now let's hold perfectly still together for 20 seconds. Not a fidget, not a wiggle, not a movement. Stillness. Stillness might be the greatest prayer of all because it brings us into alignment that for everything we've asked for before. We all have about 50,000 prayers in escrow waiting to come in if we would just get the heck out of the way. Okay, come up, my friends. Excellent. I've got an idea, and oftentimes my mentor says to me, Greg, you've got an idea, so let's see if we can quell that. But I think I've got a relatively good idea, and that idea is um, don't do this, but the base of your big toe right there, that's a pressure point. It's called Kashipra, and it means something in Sanskrit. But I want you to take your thumbnails into the base of your big toe metatarsal. Kashipra associates with vision. So maybe you got foggy vision, maybe you got a cataract, but you're going to massage in there and it's going to help our vision physically, emotionally, psychologically, but the deepest kind of vision, which is seeing the truth of things. So massage in there until it feels with a capital F. Push in a little more strongly. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes and pray for vision. Without vision, the people perish. With vision, they flourish. So I'm pushing just to the point of it's almost painful, but it's, what's a different word? Provocative, stimulating, spicy. Hi, how you doing? Okay, now we're going to chant one more Om and then we'll do a 10-minute Shavasana together in the grooviest pose in all human history. So don't leave. Inhale. Prayer hands, drop your chin. And my prayer for us is that may our resistance recede so that all the good backed up, being held in escrow, can come flowing in. All right, now the aforementioned pre-promised 10 minutes or 8 minutes, or hopefully as long as you want. But this is the one where you just use pillows or an ottoman or a couch or a chair. But I did, back in the 90s, I did purchase the Pee Wee Herman sliding recliner with the face on it. It was very expensive back then. But this is the one where you just put your calvelets up on the ottoman or the chair or the couch or the sliding Pee Wee Herman. And then you escuchen, listen, escuchen your butt in for my Spanish speaking friends, or sorry, Bolivian. Today we're speaking Bolivian. Can't believe I said that. And then you put a banky underneath your hiney, right underneath your tail feathers, right on the bone, your sacrum. And now the kids just veg out together for 8 minutes of intergalactic, cosmic, unicorn, rainbow, ecstatic, blissful thing. Now, there is a key to this, and that is my booty buns are 2 inches up because of the blanket. And then my guts can relax. My kidneys can relax. Okay. I shan't bother you for 5, 6, 8 minutes. Let your eyes roll back. Relax your mouth. If I was there, I'd just kind of relax your jaw for you. Do a Homer Simpson. And the pose starts now. Good job today. Relax, float downstream, lift up the oars, get into the current. It's easier to ride the river in the direction that it's going. Good bonus December end of year relaxing moments, minutes. Leave your body. Practice leaving your body. Okay, beautiful friends, please relax more, stay in the pose, release more. And this is that ritual thing we do every Sunday class where if you'd like, fully from choice, but if you'd like to invite God, love, source, spirit, infinite, higher organizing wisdom, whatever name you'd like to give it, it doesn't matter what you call it. It only matters that you would call upon it, but you can invite that into you if you'd like. In my understanding, God, love, source, very polite, will never barge in, but will always respond to an invitation. And you can certainly go your whole life without it if you'd like, but you could go your whole life with it. And as simple as, please come in, is fine. Good. Now, if you prayed that simple prayer with me, we can wiggle our fingers and toes and circulate a fresh, brand new, lively batch of love, light, truth, beauty, inspiration, guidance, healing, and wisdom through ourselves. Good. Nice deep breath back in your beautiful skin suit. When you're ready, please curl onto your right side. Knit one, curl two, take your time. Now, as you're curled up on your right side, just top hip, top shoulder, top elbow curls around you as you huddle up in love. Love all over yourself. Love yourself the way you love your child. I bet you love your child a lot. Be loved. Allow yourself to be loved that much. Would you do anything for your child? So will our Creator for us. Now, with our eyes closed, keeping the creamy filling on the inside, please sit up together with your eyes closed. Vision is a wonderful sense, but it tends to generate a sense of separation. So we sit, we find Axis Mundi, the center. You're the center of the universe. Curiously, I'm the center of the universe. Eyes are closed. Thinking is quelled. Experience is optimized. Connection is established. Hands to heart. Chin bows in humility, innocence, gratitude. Altogether, the mighty Sunday yogis, we all say, Namaste. So good to see you all. Thanks for enriching me and nourishing me with your presence. Thank you for enabling me to do what I do. So I am gonna say goodbye to the YouTubers. Please like and subscribe. What do I have to do? Beg? Plead? You want me to do a dance? You know what I'll do? I'll sing you a song. I'm going to sing the like and subscribe song, but only